Hi, my name is Pat Barry. I'm with the Cora Foundation. We're a nonprofit that is developed to give support to park rangers and managers to help them with their natural resource programs and their recreation programs and their water safety programs. So we're the organizers behind the program called Life Jackets Warn, Nobody Mourns. That's our campaign. So I have the pleasure today of interviewing two water safety experts. One is Amber Tilton, park ranger with the Army Corps of Engineers, and the other is Ashley Massey from the Oregon State Marine Board. And Amber, do you want to go first and tell us uh, a little bit about what you do as a park ranger regarding water safety?
Yes, thank you, Pat. Thanks for chatting with us today. I'm a park ranger. I've been with Army Corps of Engineers for about 15 years, and all the parks I manage are along the Columbia River, so they're all along water. Most Corps parks are within a 50-mile radius of a major city, so chances are you've recreated with us before. And as a park ranger, my goal is to never have to respond to a search and rescue like many of my colleagues have. I would rather spend time in prevention and outreach, trying to keep people safe. When they come out to enjoy our locations, I want to send them home.
Great. And what about you, Ashley? Same question for you.
Well, why I care and why I got involved at the Marine Board is I had a very scary incident when I was a child. It was a near drowning incident, and I remember sinking to the bottom of a very deep, cold pool. And I was just a toddler, but that instilled in me a great respect for the water. And I learned at that point the importance of learning how to swim and knowing how to float, as well as how to self-rescue and learn to become one with the water and being comfortable in it. And then I discovered boats and fell in love in a different way. But like Amber, I'm really concerned and care deeply that people have a safe and enjoyable experience.
Great. So Amber, do you have suggestions for boaters or people recreating near the water that people should know about this summer so they can recreate safely?
Yes, recreation this year is a bit different with COVID-19, and we're doing a lot of things differently. Even when we're outside, we're practicing social distancing and having a mask. Giving people enough space is important. A lot of areas right now are seeing overcrowding. Everybody's anxious to get outside after a long, quarantine time of being at home and cooped up. So it's really important people do a little research before they come and just see what's open, have a plan B in case things are closed or there's limited amenities. So bring a lot of your own supplies like water and hand sanitizer. So everything we're doing right now out and about, we just need to do in our recreation areas as well.
And same question for you, Ashley. What are your priorities this summer?
So much of it is about helping folks understand that Oregon is defined as a cold water state, and so our waterways are cold most of the year. And even though it's really hot outside at times, the waterways are still cold. And we actually have more people that succumb to drowning due to cold water shock, where they initially, once they're exposed to the cold water unexpectedly, gasp in water into their lungs. And that's the reason we lose folks in Oregon waterways. It's not due to hypothermia, although that is certainly a potential outcome, but it's because folks are not wearing a life jacket. They fall in unexpectedly, and that sense of panic sets in. And once you understand that waters are cold and you need to prepare for the water temperature and not the air temperature, that sets people up for a good experience.
Mm-hmm. Do either of you want to talk about places where you can borrow life jackets this summer?
Yeah, a lot of core parks have life jacket loaner boards at swim beaches and boat launches, and so do other agencies as well. But again, going back to bringing your own supplies and being prepared, not some of these might not be open. So it's important to bring your own life jacket as well and wear it. It's just like a seatbelt in a car. You know, you want to have it on and make sure it fits you, inspect it, look for mold, mildew, tears, check the buckles. And size it right. Size is important. But there are a lot of places you can borrow a life jacket, but I wouldn't depend on that solely right now.
And Ashley, I understand you have an answer for those people that have that excuse that it's uncomfortable. What's the new word on that?
It's called style and comfort is out there. There's so many varieties and styles out there, not only for the activity that you're doing that don't encumber your movements at all, that are easy to operate and easy to fit. A good example is for stand-up paddleboarding, where you want a really good range of motion. An option is a belt pack, and you wear them in the front and you deploy it like any other inflatable life jacket. It's super easy and you don't even realize that you're wearing it. So highly recommend the belt pack or other options out there that, you know, allow you to enjoy the activity but still provide you that measure of safety.
So the most important question, Amber, what did I forget to ask you that I should have asked you?
Well, I think it's just important to remember that 90% of people who drowned didn't have a life jacket on. And drownings occur outside of a designated swim area. We're swimming in open water in these lakes and rivers, and it's quite different than a pool. There's no lifeguard. There's a lot of current, wind, could be undertow, or you can't see the bottom. You don't know how deep it is. People take a step and then they go under. There's a lot of factors involved when you're out there, even boating wise, you know, how to stay safe when you're boating as well, and watch out for the people around you. There's been cases where jet skis have accidentally hit a swimmer. You know, recently we had 2 people drowned who were swimming on a very windy day with high current and got separated from their group. We've had people drown recently who were trying to retrieve an object out of the river. They were reaching for a cell phone or something that was floating away. So you got to have it on. It just won't work if you don't wear it.
And Ashley, any parting words from you?
Yeah, just remember that rivers, lakes, reservoirs, they're not Disneyland rides, you know, and it's super important to be prepared and recognize that they are inherently dangerous. And we don't want folks to be scared or anything, but be prepared. That's really the key message. Be prepared, have that life jacket ready, make sure that you've got a backup plan, can rescue yourself. All of those things are super important, and skills that you can build on. So, you know, there's really no excuse. Drowning is preventable, and many accidents are as well.
Well, great. Thank you very much. Again, this was Amber Tilton from the Army Corps of Engineers and Ashley Massey from the Oregon State Marine Board. And again, my name is Pat Barry from the Corps Foundation. Thank you very much for watching, and be safe out there.